Every MLB season, over 150,000 baseball bats are used.
Each bat survives only 10 to 12 swings on average.
But how does a raw piece of wood become a $150 home run weapon? Today, we go inside the official MLB bat factory to discover the complete process, from forest to field.
MLB bats come from two primary hardwoods, maple and ash.
MLB has strict regulations. Only trees over 50 years old, minimum 14-inch diameter.
These trees arrive at the factory as raw logs, ready for transformation. Logs are cut into standardized billets, 37 inches long by 3 inches square.
These billets have been kiln dried for 6 to 12 months to reach 6 to 8% moisture content.
Grain must be perfectly straight. Just 3 degrees deviation can weaken a bat by 40%. Each billet is graded into 4 categories based on grain quality and defects.
Pro stock grade, 0 knots, 0 defects, perfect grain alignment.
Only 5 to 10% of billets meet pro stock standards. The rest are downgraded. Pro stock billets move to the next phase: advanced inspection and shaping. Now, technology takes over with 3D laser scanning. The 3D laser scanner detects internal defects invisible to the human eye: resin pockets, micro cracks, density variations. The software generates a detailed density map. Green zones are perfect. Red zones indicate weaknesses.
This center line becomes the spine of the bat. A 1 millimeter deviation can create 15 grams of imbalance.
Grain must run parallel to the center line within 3 degrees. This ensures maximum strength.
Before turning, the square billet is rough cut into a hexagonal shape.
The hexagonal shape reduces stress on the wood and saves 30% of machine time during turning.
Now shaped and prepped, the billet is ready for precision CNC turning.
The CNC turning area, where raw hexagons become precision baseball bats.
Each MLB player have a custom bat profile stored in the database, from Aaron Judge's 35-inch 33-ounce.
The hexagonal billet is loaded into the CNC lathe and aligned to within 0.01 inches.
The carbide tool spins at 3,000 to 4,500 RPM, removing wood with surgical precision. The CNC follows 15 different tool paths, removing excess wood in just 3 to 4 minutes per bat.
Temperature is monitored constantly. If it exceeds 180 degrees Fahrenheit, the wood can burn internally, weakening the bat.
The CNC has created a mathematically perfect bat, but for MLB professionals, perfection requires one more step.
But for official MLB bats, the final shaping happens here, in the hands of master turners.
I've been doing this for 28 years. Machines are precise, but only human hands can feel the soul of the wood.
I know when to stop just by sound and vibration. Every piece of wood speaks differently.
Each MLB player's bat is hand-finished to tolerances of 1/100th of an inch, tighter than CNC alone can achieve.
The difference is almost invisible, but players can feel it instantly.
This knowledge passes from generation to generation, the same way it has for over 100 years.
The knob, where the batter's bottom hand rests, must be perfectly proportioned for grip comfort.
After 28 years, he can tell a perfect bat just by its silhouette.
The final test isn't digital or mechanical. It's the human touch.
Now comes the critical phase: weighing, grading, and balance adjustment.
In the QC lab, every bat is weighed, measured, and tested to MLB specifications.
MLB requires bats between 32 and 34 ounces. For pro players, even half an ounce off means rejection.
Swing weight matters more than total weight. 1. This measures how the bat feels during a swing.
Two 33-ounce bats can have completely different swing weights, end-loaded for power hitters, balanced for contact hitters.
Wood density mapping reveals internal structure. If a weak zone is detected, the bat is reoriented.
The weak zone is positioned on the backside during contact, so it never takes direct impact.
Only 70% of bats pass all tests for MLB certification. The rest are downgraded to minor league or retail sales.
Approved bats move to surface finishing, where rough wood becomes game-ready smooth.
Sanding begins with 80 grit, removing tool marks and flattening the surface.
Four progressive grits transform rough wood into glass-smooth perfection: 80, 120, 180, and finally 220 grit.
The surface must be perfectly smooth. Any bump larger than 0.05 millimeters creates a stress point where the... Next comes grain sealing Keurigs. Cellulose sealer penetrates deep into the wood pores.
The sealer fills microscopic pores, increasing durability by 25% and preventing moisture absorption.
Bats dry in a climate-controlled room for 2 hours at precisely 72 degrees Fahrenheit and 45% humidity. Now comes a 100-year-old tradition: bone rubbing.
The cow bone creates heat and pressure, compressing wood fibers tightly together.
Cow bone creates heat and pressure, pressing the cellulose fibers flat. This is Babe Ruth's 100-year-old secret.
Scientific analysis shows bone rubbing increases surface hardness by 15% through fiber compression and alignment.
With the wood prepared, it's time for branding, where each bat receives its identity.
Every MLB player's bat is custom branded: name, model number, team logo, and personal specifications.
CO2 laser engravers burn designs directly into the wood at 1000 degrees Fahrenheit.
The 60-watt CO2 laser can engrave a complete bat in just 45 seconds. Each engraving is inspected under magnification. Any blur or incomplete line means rejection. Some players request colored fills, team colors hand-painted into the engraving. Before final finishing, some bats receive special modifications: cupping, tape, and reinforcement.
Cupping, removing 1 to 2 ounces from the barrel end, shifts the balance point for faster swing speed.
Power hitters prefer standard barrels for mass, while contact hitters choose cupped for speed.
Grip tape, optional but requested by 40% of players, adds tackiness and vibration dampening.
For players who break bats frequently, epoxy resin reinforcement is available, adding 20% impact resistance. Now for the final step: the protective finish that seals everything together. The spray booth maintains pharmaceutical-grade clean air. Any dust particle will ruin the finish. Professional spray guns atomize polyurethane coating into microscopic droplets for perfectly even coverage.
3 coats are applied, each just 2 millimeters thick, to avoid weight gain.
UV curing hardens the coating in just 2 minutes. Traditional air drying would take 24 hours.
The final finish must be mirror smooth, protecting the wood while maintaining the natural feel. Every bat undergoes 11 separate final inspections before certification. Visual inspection catches coating defects as small as 0.1 millimeters, bubbles, dust, or uneven coverage. Final dimensions must match the order within 1/32 of an inch, roughly the thickness of a credit card.
Weight verification, the final confirmation that this bat meets MLB professional standards.
The MLB holographic seal, proving this bat meets every requirement for professional play. Each professional bat is packaged in a custom protective tube for shipping to MLB teams. Every day, over 400 bats ship from this facility to MLB teams across the country.
From a 50-year-old tree to a professional weapon, 127 individual steps, 14 quality.
This is where the journey completes. 50,000 fans, bottom of the ninth, and 127 craftsmen watching.
C-Rack, the sound of perfection, like 127 steps culminating in one perfect moment.
Home run. The bat delivered, but it only has 9 swings left.
Back at the factory, the craftsmen know they didn't just make a bat. They made that moment possible.
Every worker here follows the games, looking for their bats, their craftsmanship, their pride.
My grandfather made bats for Mickey Mantle. My dad made bats for Derek Jeter. Now I'm making them for the next generation. That's legacy.
For 140 years, Louisville Slugger has crafted the tools of baseball history, from Babe Ruth to Aaron Judge. Tomorrow, this factory will wake up and do it again. 400 more bats.
From forest to field, from craftsman to champion flows, this is the journey of the MLB baseball bat.